This is CBS 19 News at 6.
We're tackling an issue that for some might be hard to talk about.
Bullying. It's not just an East Texas problem, a state problem. It is a problem that is impacting families nationwide.
If you don't think it's a problem, listen to this. According to Stomp Out Bullying, 1 out of every 4 teens is actually bullied.
Yeah, out of those students, at least 8% stay home from school because they are afraid of being bullied. The reality is that's 8% too many.
Absolutely. The problem of bullying is hitting close to home for 2 East Texas families. They're sharing their stories after losing their sons. We want to warn you that some of this might not be appropriate for younger children.
For others, we hope it's a lesson that will save lives. CBS 19's Sasha Wilson has our first story.
Kelly Ellis is a nurse, a mother, and the newest member of a growing group no one wants to be a part of.
I'm okay. I mean,
like so many nurses and mothers.
Not really, but
she's trying to be strong.
To be honest, my heart's in a million pieces.
It's a little hard these days. This week, her son Dylan Alvarado committed suicide.
All the bullying at school has been affecting his emotional state.
While he dealt with his own personal struggles, depression and anxiety, she says the bullying just became too much.
He never wanted me to report it because he felt like it would make it worse.
Dylan was a student at Robert E. Lee High School. His mother said he was made fun of daily, so he asked to be homeschooled.
Then it just got to be too much, and then he decided to take his life away.
So now, just days after losing her son, she has a message for others struggling like he did.
Don't be scared to talk to people, and nothing in this world is worth taking your own life. If this will just help save one kid's life, then it would just melt my heart and help bring it back to become whole again.
And this evening, Tyler ISD released a statement. Part of it reads, "We are all saddened by the tragedy of losing one of our own students at Robert E. Lee High School. Grief counselors have been at the campus assisting students and staff as needed and will continue to do so in the days to come." And tonight we are working to keep another death from happening. Child psychiatry expert Richard Idell is here from UT Health Northeast. You can see him live there. He is taking your questions now on the CBS 19 Facebook page. If you're wondering how to tell if your child is being bullied, or even how to talk to them about anything difficult they could be going through, you can log on right now. Richard will be here answering your questions until 7 tonight.
So our next story involves a 14-year-old Bullard student. CBS 19's Brett Vetter shares his story.
Dalton's life affected so many people.
It's a loss Monica Bingham hopes other bullied teens will learn from.
You're not alone, and you don't have to do this alone. There are people willing to listen to you.
Losing her 14-year-old son to suicide 2 weeks ago, Monica says she did everything to protect him.
When I brought the hitting to the school's attention, they were investigating. They didn't really find anything.
Shifting from physical to verbal assaults, she says her son's bullies would find ways to get at him. Things got so bad at one point, school no longer felt like a safe place.
And then it turned into a verbal and a threatening, I'm gonna get you in the bathroom, so Dalton wouldn't go to school.
Despite everything he faced, Monica didn't think the bullying would eventually end with her son dead.
He was full of life. He was playing. We had, I had family over. We had a cookout down by the water. We swam. It was nothing out of the ordinary.
Which is why Monica says more needs to be done at schools to protect kids like Dalton.
And if these kids don't have that person to go to say that they're being bullied or mistreated or they're being mean to me, if the school doesn't know that it's happening, they can't fix it.
Especially when they are too afraid to talk to even their best friends.
I never told him because he wanted to protect him. And that's who Dalton was. He didn't want anybody in trouble, not even the bullies, because in the back of his mind, they were his friends. Everybody was his friend.
We reached out to Bullard ISD about Dalton being bullied. In response to Dalton's suicide, the superintendent released a statement saying in part, "I can assure you that the faculty and staff go above and beyond to love and care for all students, striving daily to prevent, correct, and intervene on any instances which may be harmful to a student."